Looking at the current price of Bitcoin, we've had some nice upwards momentum since we had that almighty crash the other day. Now, a lot of people I've seen have been looking at this at the moment and saying, well, this is a clear bear flag that we're having, and we're starting to break to the downside of it. And to that, I would say, I completely disagree. Just watch to the end of today's video where I analyze this price in detail and explain exactly why I've started to open up a long position on the price of Bitcoin. As you can see right here, it's a $40,000 long position from $32,180. Well, we're going to get into more detail on that later on in today's video. We're going to start off today's video with this. It's a tweet from Willy Woo. Now, I bring up Willy Woo's tweets fairly often in my videos because he publishes some really interesting analysis on the price of Bitcoin. And in this tweet particularly here, he says, and we have touched down a full on-chain SOPR reset. Coins moving between investors per hour, the 24-hour moving average, no longer carry profits on average. To push the SOPR lower, investors would have to be willing to sell at a loss. So looking at this chart right here, what is it? What is it showing us? Well, this is the Bitcoin adjusted SOPR. With the SOPR returning to this black line right here, you'll see that that leaves us actually at a neutral level for Bitcoin. What Bitcoin has done right now, and it makes me very excited, is its reset. And if it drops below this black line right here, people are selling at a loss, which will tell us essentially that the bull market could well be over should we cross back below this black line here on this indicator, because people would be selling at a loss, and you would only sell at a loss if you weren't confident that the price were going to rise back up. So because we've bottomed out on this indicator right here, we can be fairly bullish that we didn't break through this black line. And in fact, every time we've come down and retested this black line, we've actually seen Bitcoin's price rise up quite well since that point onwards. So when I'm looking at this at the moment, I'm looking at this and going, well, it's looking pretty decent, is that? This drop that we've had recently resembles drops that we've had perhaps here when the price of Bitcoin was starting its whole rally up to the all-time highs. Again, we've had more recent drops, and again, every time